Hello students, welcome back. Today we are going to start another topic of the same chapter, that is the M phase. We have done about the interphase. As I have said, it is divided into two parts, that is interphase as well as the M phase. So in interphase we have done G1 as G2 phase. Okay. So here M phase will take place. This M phase is a mitosis phase here. Right. So this mitosis is also known as equational division. So whenever we have to maintain it, so what we will use? We will use the mitotic division. Why? Because it is an equational division, and whatever the cell it will form, it will be just exactly as the initial one. Okay, so we can say if it is a mitotic, so if we will start with the 2n, so ultimately we will get what? 2n only. Okay, if we are starting from n, again we are getting n only. Okay, so this is the mitosis in which we are maintaining the equational division. Right here. Now comes to the points which we must refer here, that is chromosome replicates and equally distributed into daughter nuclei. What does it mean? It means that what will happen? Chromosome is going to replicate. Where in the S phase it has started what? Replication of chromosome. So this replication of chromosome which takes place in the interphase, when it will enter inside the M phase, so it will distribute equally. It means that if it is 2n, okay, if it will make its daughter nuclei, so what will happen? If it will form two daughter nuclei, both of the daughter nuclei will have this 2n. Okay, if it is making from this n, what will happen? It will form again n here. Okay, it means that whatever the thing is present here in the daughter nuclei, it will remain the same and it will remain equally distributed. Okay, now as see, you can see this example in case of human beings also. We are having the 46 chromosome, and the things or the children they develop from the human, they're also 46 chromosome. Okay, it means that it will remain same, and it has to be same. Only this meiosis or the reductional division takes place where? In the gamete formation. Okay, where they have to form the gametes, whether the male gamete or the female gamete. In that condition the meiosis will take place. Okay, now comes to the another thing, that is the phases. Okay, so if I will talk about this M phase, so we have divided the M phase again into two parts. What are they? Karyokinesis as well as the cytokinesis. Right, karyo relates to what? Nucleus, and cyto relates to the cytoplasm. If it has to make it, what will happen? It is the any cell. Okay, and this is the nuclei, right, and this is the cytoplasm. So for making two daughter nuclei, what will happen? First this nucleus will get divided. Okay, the division takes place inside this nucleus. When this division will takes place or completed, what will happen? This cytoplasm will get divided. Okay, so like this, what will happen? It will form two daughter nuclei, and after that this cytoplasm will also get divided and it will form two daughter cells. Okay, so like this we have to understand one by one what will happen in this karyokinesis. When we are talking about the karyokinesis or the division or the cleavage in the nucleus, what will happen? It is divided into again the four steps. What are they? Prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. When the telophase will get over, then there will be step, that is the cytokinesis. Right here, so one by one we will understand it here, starting from the karyokinesis. Okay, karyo means that we are studying about the nucleus. Okay, how the division takes place inside this nucleus. What are the activities which is going to occur inside this one. Okay, so for that what we will understand, the first one, that is prophase. In prophase, make sure you must know each and every characteristics of each phase. So if I will talk about the prophase, what you will see, if I will start from here, this is any cell. Okay, now it is having this nucleus. Inside the nucleus, the chromatids are present. As I have said, initially they are present in form of thread. Okay, so as it will proceed the step, these chromatids will get condensed. When they will condense, they will form a proper chromosomes, right here. So the proper condensation takes place where? In the metaphase. But initiation of condensation from here only, okay, we know that this type of structure means that histone proteins are attached with this DNA, right? And this structure is known as what? Chromatid. Okay, chromatids are what? It just look like a beads on strings. Okay, what we can see, these histone proteins are present. When it will get condensed, okay, when it will get condensed, what will happen? They will get inside it. Okay, when they will condense, they will enter inside it. So what they will form? The short structure. So here what you can see, the initiation or the condensation of the chromatid will start where? In the prophase. Okay, and we have divided the prophase for our ease into two parts: early prophase and the late prophase. So in the early prophase, what will happen? The condensation of these chromosome will take place. It means that whatever the chromosome material is present, it will start condensing. Okay, this is the first thing which will take place in the prophase, right? And this compact mitotic chromosomes. So you can see here this chromatid which is present inside this one, this chromosome, what it is? It is in a condensed form. Okay, so same thing written here. This compact mitotic chromosome having what? Having two chromatids attached at a centromere. Now what does it mean? Two chromatids. The first you can see this one and second one this one. Okay, so it is having two chromatids. These two chromatids are attached with this centromere, right? So what is happening? We said that in case of prophase, there will be condensation. Second thing, these two chromatids are attached with the centromere, right? Now comes to the another point which takes place in the prophase, that is mitotic spindle assembly. It means that there will be formation of spindle. Okay, so mitotic spindle will form where? In the prophase. So how it will form? The centriole which is present in this nucleus, okay, which takes place in the interphase, what will happen? They will start moving towards the opposite poles. Okay, when they will start moving to opposite poles, what will happen? They will form proper spindle. Okay, if I will show the structure here again after this one, what you can see here, that these chromosomes are present like this. Okay, and these centrioles will move upwards. But before that, you must know that so where this nuclear membrane is there. So here in this prophase, you must have understand that this nuclear, or we can say nuclear membrane, will get disappear. When it will get disappear, then only it will move freely in this cytoplasm. Okay, so what is the sequence? These thread-like structure has to be free inside the cytoplasm, so it will disappear its nuclear membrane, right? As well as it will disappear the nucleolus also. Okay, so the nucleolus which is present inside this nucleus, it will also get disappear, as well as the most of the we can say cell organelles. Okay, because cell organelles are also there in this cell, so these cell organelles will also get disappear. So what are the key feature of the prophase? What I said, the nuclear membrane will get disappear. Okay, nucleolus will get disappear, as well as these cell organelles or the most of the cell organelles will get disappear. When all these events will happen here, what will happen? These chromatins will remain free in the cytoplasm. As a result, there will be condensation here in this stage, and due to condensation, what you can see, this type of structure is present. Okay, now when it has to enter in the cell division, this chromosome has to be replicate itself. Okay, it has to replicate itself. So when it will replicate itself, what it will form? It will form another structure, but the centromere will remain same. Okay, so from the same centromere it will get attached here, right? Like this ways, this is the another one. Okay, so it will also get what? It will also get replicate. Okay, so like this, what is happening? We have said that there will be disappearance of most of the things, and due to this the chromosome get doubles here. Okay, replication of this chromosome. So here we can understand that centriole move towards the opposite pole, as well as what you can see here, these centrioles which are present here, they will move towards the opposite pole. When they will move to the opposite pole, it will form some tube-like structure. What if it will form? It will form tube-like structure, and this star-shaped structure, it is known as aster rays, and these are connected with what? These are connected with these chromosome. Okay, so we can say that starting of the spindle formation will start from where? From the prophase. So here written centriole move towards the opposite pole, but the proper spindle formation will take place where? In the metaphase. So how it will form the spindle form? Okay, here we will understand in this next phase, right? So along with this I have written late prophase. Same thing, nucleolus disintegrate, nuclear envelope disappear, most of the cell organelles disappear. Okay, now comes to the metaphase. This phase is again very important. Why? Because in this phase now chromosome or the chromatin will more condensed, okay, as compared to the prophase. So when we have to observe these chromosomes, so best stage is what? M, or sorry, we can say metaphase. So in the metaphase, the chromosomes are most observable under the microscope. Why? Because now they will become more thicker, now will they become shorter. Okay, due to that the visibility will be more. So same thing I have written here, chromosome shortest as well as thickest. Why? Due to the more uncoiling. So what is the structure? You can see the structure here, that most of the coiling will take place here. Okay, in the prophase no proper formation, but here you can see that it is forming in a proper way. Okay, and we can see under the microscope very easily. Then each chromosomes, okay, each chromosomes, we are talking about what? We are talking about these threads, because now as I have said in the prophase also not a proper structure of chromosomes. Okay, so what you can see that each chromosome which is having the two longitudinal thread, they will held together. Okay, so they will held together by this what? By the help of centromere. Okay, and again it will covered by some protein, that is non-histone chromosomal protein are present, as well as the histone protein is attached to this chromatids here. So likewise we can say that each chromosomes having two longitudinal thread, and they are connected with the help of centromere. We have done this thing. Okay, now as we are moving towards the metaphase, so what will happen? These are here I have drawn very fine way, but you cannot see like this. These can be present here also. Okay, these can be present here also, but as we will move towards the metaphase, what is the role of metaphase? It will form the metaphasic plate. So whatever the chromosome are present here, they will move towards what? They will move towards the equator. What is the equatorial plate? This center part. So all the chromosome will tend to lie at the center of the cell. So when they will lie at the center of the cell, how you can see these one like this. Okay, you can see these one like this. I have drawn with this another one. This is centromere, this is another part, and this one is the another part, right? Here I have drawn with this structure like this one. Okay, so what will happen here? If it is a whole cell, the all these chromosomes will come at the center point. Okay, I have shown you the splitted form, but initially they will not be in splitting position. What you can see, these are somehow this type of structure. How can I draw this? Same thing here also. Okay, and same thing here also, right? So now they will come at the center, and along with this we said there is a centriole. Okay, these centrioles will form what? They will form the aster rays. When they will form at the equator, what they will form? They will form the metaphasic plate. So at the metaphasic plate, these chromosomes will lie themselves, as well as they will get splitted also. Okay, and when these are attaching at the equatorial plate, they are attached with the help of what? These centriole. And what they are doing? They are forming the spindle fibers. So here question arises that these spindle fibers attach to these chromosomes with the help of what? We know that these chromosomes are attached with the help of centromere, but above to the centromere, if I will show you the structure of chromosome, above to this centriole, you will see that this disc-like shape, which is known as what? You will call it kinetochore. Okay, so these spindle fibers are attached with this one with the help of the kinetochore, not the centromere. Okay, don't confuse that. These spindle fibers attached to the chromosome with the help of the kinetochore, which is a disc-like shape and present just above the centromere. So same thing I have written here, that at the surface of these centromere there is a disc-shaped structure which is known as the kinetochore, and this is helpful for the attachment of these spindle fibers to these chromosome here. Okay, so this is in the metaphase stage. Now other thing which I have discussed, chromosome arrange themselves at the equatorial position and forming the metaphasic plate, right? It is. Now comes to the anaphase. This anaphase having the very short duration. It means that it will take very short period of time, that is I have mentioned 2 to 3 minutes. See, everything has done here in the prophase and metaphase. Now what is needed? It is needed that it should be divided. It should be a division from the center. When it will get divided, what will happen? It will form its own centromere. Okay, here also it will form the centromere. Here also it will form this. So it means that in the anaphase, what you are observing, the centromere will get divided. Due to the division of the centromere, what will happen? They will move toward the opposite pole, as the spindle fibers will pull towards these two opposite poles here. So here we will understand its shortest duration, as well as the splitting of chromosome takes place, and how this splitting of chromosome takes place with the help of splitting of this centromere. Okay, so the main thing what is happening here, the centromere get divided, and due to this these chromatids will get separated out. Okay, and when they will get separated, what will happen? They will move to opposite pole and it will form the future daughter nuclei. So what is happening? So two chromatids, these two chromatids, and these are the two chromatids. So these two daughter chromatids will form the daughter nuclei when they will move towards the opposite poles, right here. So this is the anaphase. Now everything is done. What will happen? They will move to the opposite pole. When they will move to the opposite pole, what will happen? You can see the structure. When they will move to the opposite pole, the cell will become like this one. Okay, what will happen? This one will become this one. So here also it will form daughter nuclei, here also it will form the daughter nuclei. It means that here also it will form the chromosome, here also it will form the chromosomes, right here. So same thing, after anaphase there is a telophase. It is a long and very complex structure. Okay, as well as very important point, telophase is just opposite of the prophase. Okay, in prophase what we have done, that nuclear membrane disappears, right, as well as nucleolus disappears, cell organelles disappear. But here in case of telophase, everything will get reappear. Okay, because it has to maintain its we can say its identity. So to maintain its identity, it needs all the things again in this cell. Okay, so in this telophase what will happen, that everything will get reappear which get disappear in the prophase. So first one. That's why it will take more time, long and complex. And again here what will happen, spindle fiber will get disappear. Okay, so what will get disappear here, these spindle fiber which is forming here, they will get disappear because again they obviously they will move towards the opposite poles. So there is no need for the attachment of this spindle fiber here. As well as the chromosome decondense, here condensation takes place. Decondensation means again it will uncoil itself. Initially it start coiling, but again it will decondense its form and it will form in a cluster shape structure. It means that it, as it started in the previous condition in prophase, what you can see, these are present in the thread like structure. Okay, these are entangled form thread like structure, but as the telophase will reach here, again this will start making its coiling, and due to this coiling what will happen, they will form this nuclear envelope again. That's why you can see these are what, these are the nuclear envelope. Okay, so the nuclear envelope will get reappear here, reforms and reappearance of the nucleolus as well as the Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum. All these are what, these are the cell organelles which get disappear in the prophase. So in very short we can say that everything get reappear in the telophase, right? So here what will happen, there will be formation of two daughter nuclei. So this is what happening of the division of nucleus. So what is happening, nucleus gets divided, but still the cytoplasm is not divided. Unless and until the cytoplasm will not be divided, it will not form a individual cell. So this whole phase from prophase to telophase, it will come under the karyokinesis. After this telophase, what will happen? There will be cytokinesis. Now it's the time to divide this cytoplasm also. Then only it will divide into two daughter nuclei. So how this cytokinesis, because this is not the simpler form, because in case of plant cell as well as an animal cell, it can be of two different types. Okay, that is the animal cell as well as the plant cell. So in animal cell, if I will talk about the animal cell, it is not having any cell wall. Okay, so the cell is very flexible. If it is a flexible, what will happen, as I have shown you here, telophase. Okay, karyokinesis has been done here. Now it's a time for the cytokinesis. What will happen, this will make furrow here. What it will do, it will make the furrow. How it is making the furrow, it is making towards the inside one. Okay, like this, it is stretching inwardly, and due to this it will form this daughter nuclei and this daughter nuclei. In case of animal cells, why? Because it is not having any cell wall. The cell is very flexible, and there will be inward force. Due to this there will be detachment of this cell here. Okay, as force is inside to it, so what we are saying, centripetal force. Okay, or we can say centripetal. Clear? Now another one is a plant cell. When I am talking about the plant cell, what do you understand by it? We know that plant cell is made up of what? That is, the proper cell wall is present, and this cell wall is very hard in structure. Due to this, there will be no furrow division. Now in this case, if it is a telophase, now here this cytoplasm has to divide. What is required here? You can see that there will be formation of plate-like structure. Okay, this plate-like structure is dividing to the outside part, and due to this one will get divided to two daughter nuclei. So here what is happening, one plate is forming. That's why this is known as the cell plate method. So plant cell divides the cytoplasm with the help of cell plate method, as well as in case of animal cell it divide by the furrow method or the cell furrow method, right here. So like this we get the two daughter nuclei from the one. Okay, now comes to the significance of this mitosis. Whenever there will be any injury or wound, so in that case it has to be repaired. Okay, so in that condition mitosis is important. Whenever there will be retain of this cell number, okay, so what is required, mitosis is required. So we can say this mitosis is very important. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.